Hello and good morning, everybody. It's your boy Jordy, back at you with another video. Today I have a excavator, I believe it's called. I'll show you a little bit of a picture. It's already loaded and everything, so I'll probably cut back to when I was loading it. You know, a little bit of a jumping back and forth, but the context of the video is still there. You know, it's my usual formula. Me saying good morning, then there's like a little road clip, the transition clip, and then we get me loading the equipment, and then another transition clip, and then we're talking, you know, just a simple little formula that I do. Let me know what you think about the formula so far. I feel like it gets a little bit repetitive sometimes, but it works, you know. It's a nice sequence, sequence of events. So yeah. Right now, I got a last minute phone call last night around like 6, like pretty late. Well, pretty late for this per se. And they called me asking if I can pick up this excavator. I believe it's an excavator. I'm gonna call it an excavator. First thing in the morning, and deliver it straight through to this place in Port Comfort. So of course, you know, I said yes. I'll be there first thing in the morning. So this morning, you know, I took off, woke up around 5 in the morning, got to my little lot where I keep my trucks and trailers, or where I keep my trailers. I luckily had my truck there, and hopped in the truck, you know, did the good old morning inspection, you know, make sure my lights, my brakes, my tires, everything was good to go. Once we did that, you know, hopped in the truck, made it to the on-site. I was supposed to be there at 7. I got there at 6:45 because you know what we say. If you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. And if you're late, you better have a good excuse. So I made it on site, and I went inside the office because luckily they had opened already. So they told me that they weren't sure what I was talking about, that they weren't, you know, they didn't get none of the information ready. So I'm like, okay. I called my broker. He was asleep. You know, it's early. You know, it's just stuff. You know, you can't get really mad about it because it's early in the morning and it's just stuff that happens. But luckily, he called me back within 10 minutes and we talked about it. He got it figured out and squared away. So about 15 minutes later, I just took to my truck. So around 7:15, 7:20ish, I went back inside, and yeah, they had all my paperwork ready. They gave me the keys, and they're like, "There's the machine. Do you got it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can figure out how to operate the machine." So of course, hopped in the machine, operated it myself, drove it up the ramps, put it to where I believed was good. It might be a little bit better if I had maybe pushed a little bit more back or forward. I'm not 100% sure. I got it a little bit more forward because it's pretty heavy. But, you know, we got it up. We got it chained down. I threw a strap on the bucket, and now we're moving. And I'm also throwing a little clip right here of my parents because right now they also loaded up in Houston, but they were loading a skid steer. And they got our... Well, I haven't really said this yet, but we got another trailer. We got rid of the Load Max a while ago. That's why you haven't really been seeing it in the videos. And we bought new to us but used 2017 PJ with a hydraulic lift. So I'll probably I'll probably put in the clip that my parents shot of them loading the skid steer onto the hydraulic trailer, which my mom took. So yeah, and I love the trailer. Yeah, it still has some issues. It was used, not abused, but it was used. And, you know, there's still a little bit of maintenance to do it, but it's a good trailer and we're going to use it for what it was meant for. And I'll probably make another video directly about my Big Tex and my PJ. But for right now, just enjoy the little clip of my parents loading the skid steer, full hydraulic lift. I'll get in more in detail about the trailer in a little bit. But anyways, let's continue forward. Let me keep moving forward. And yeah, so let's move. is how we got her strapped down. Strap on the arm. The arm's really going nowhere. That's just for me. One chain, but this chain does have slack in the middle, so it counts as 2 tie points, right here and right here. And then let me get off the side of the street right quick. And then back here, I got the chains crossed at an X, and each chain's tying out. And then I got the slack hooked up right there, so it just doesn't move anywhere. It's pretty nice and secure, so there's nothing really much to worry about. I'm also like, this is about midpoint of my trip, more or less, so I just pulled over right quick to check everything was good, and we're all good, so let's continue moving forward. Okay, so I just made it on site. I'm parked right now on a side parking that they have before you're allowed to go inside the plant. More than likely, I will not be allowed to record inside the facilities, so you'll maybe I'll ask them to see if it's okay, because I'm not going to be recording, none of the facility. I'm just going to record the mini excavator offloading and me just putting up my straps, the usual formula. But if they say no, then that's fine. You gotta obey the rules. It's their rules, so you just gotta obey it. But yeah, we made it safe and sound. I called my contact at this location. He's like, okay, I'll send somebody out there to come help you out. More than likely, I'll have to talk to the security people inside. Probably get like a little badge or something, so it's a visitor pass. So I can go in for like the day, but I'm just gonna be there for like a little bit just to offload this excavator wherever they need it, and then I'll just be on my way. Of course, I'm gonna try to be like, hey, can I just offload it here and y'all just move it? But more than likely, they don't do that. But it's just, it never hurts to ask. It never hurts to ask, whether you're asking something a little bit ridiculous or something that's kind of viable. But there's nothing wrong with asking. But let's see what happens after this. And yeah, so it wasn't that bad of a trip. I think I might have been able to move this mini excavator a little bit more forward so it wasn't bumpy. But by bumpy, I mean like I've hauled some loads before, and I have noticed that they were like, too much weight in the back, or it's just how you just learn this as time goes, per se. How to properly put your load on your trailer and all this. So I've been at this for about a little bit more than 2 years. I'll just call it 2 years. And you're still learning. You always learn in this industry. That's one thing. You have to be open and willing to accept that you're not a know-it-all. Some people might think they are. Some people actually might be, which is kind of hard to believe. But if you stay humble and if you listen to constructive criticism correctly, then everything should be fine. But now let's just see how long it'll take for them to escort me, and so I can figure out where I gotta go to offload this.
1 hour later.
All right, everyone. So, like I said, I wasn't permitted to record inside the refinery. I signed a contract and all that. Before you enter, they tell you all the guidelines and all this stuff. But of course, it was just the same deal. Took the strap off, took the chains off, opened the ramps, got in the mini excavator, reversed it slowly off my trailer, and then put everything up, got my paperwork signed, and then just waited for my escort to come back and show up and get escorted out of the facility, and that's about it. As soon as I left the facility, I pulled over to the side, did some quick paperwork that needed to be done, and yeah, and then cruised home, did a quick pit stop at the local Buc-ee's in Wharton, fueled up, put in DEF as well, and then got a snack, chilled for about 30 minutes, and then just came home. And now let's get back on the load board and see what else we can find. Maybe we can find something for today. Maybe we won't get so lucky and we'll have to find something for tomorrow, but we'll see what happens. But with that, that'll probably be the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and of course, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Also follow the Instagram, j.j.j.hotshotservice, as I do post there a little bit more often than I do here, obviously, because it's a little bit easier. You just snap a picture and then you post it. But yeah, anyways, thank you for watching, and yeah, catch you on the next one.